Hi, I'm Joy. Many of you have been asking how our condo community EV charger project is moving along. Well, it's been 3 months since my last update, and there's been some drama. But I am happy to report that everything should be on the right track with Southern California Edison from this point on. So, what has happened in the last 3 months? In the last episode in October 2022, I mentioned that we were waiting for SCE's revised conceptual design to be approved by the Charge Ready team so we could get an agreement in place and have them upgrade our electric infrastructure at the proposed charger site. We finally received the official agreement from SCE on November 7th. Once we signed off on it, Charge Ready sent us an email telling us that our application has been approved and funds have been reserved for us. We were approved for a maximum of $8,700 in rebate. I was so relieved after seeing that email. After the agreement was put in place, we needed to upload an invoice or a purchase order showing Charge Ready that we have ordered the chargers. Just to refresh your memory, we needed 2 single chargers for the 2 ADA spaces and 2 dual chargers for the remaining 4 charging spaces from Blink. After we signed off on the agreement, we had 45 days to submit an invoice or a PO, or our application will be canceled and rebate funds released. Our last day to upload the invoice would be December 22nd, 2022. This part should be quick and easy, right? Not so fast. Apparently, SCE Charge Ready frequently updates their approved chargers list. You wouldn't get a rebate from Charge Ready if your charger isn't listed as one of their approved charger models. When we first submitted our invoice from Blink, it was rejected because the model numbers didn't match up with Charge Ready's most recently published approved chargers list for Blink. The project delay and drama this time around came from Blink, as our account manager kept messing up on the invoice. Before I share the drama with Blink, keep in mind that up until October 2020, I had been in tech sales for 25 years, with the last 5 years being a VP of sales dealing with C-level and VP level executives at Fortune 500 companies. I know what to look out for when I read contracts, invoices, and agreements. So here's what happened. Initially, when we received our invoice from Blink, I noticed that the invoice said 3 dual chargers instead of the later updated 2 single chargers plus 2 dual chargers. Additionally, I double-checked with the latest Charge Ready approved list and noticed that the charger models listed on our invoice weren't listed as approved models. I asked our Blink account manager to verify if we were ordering the correct chargers. He affirmed that what we ordered were indeed on the approval list and that, and I quote, "The new quote has the detail of the equipment to SCE liking." This was on November 7th and round 1 of the drama from Blink. However, we did not receive an updated invoice from Blink until November 18th, after our office general manager and I followed up with our Blink account manager. The clock was ticking down on our Charge Ready application, and I did not want to have any more delays on this project. Blink said that the corrected invoice was sent to us on November 8th, but neither our GM nor I received that email. We did not officially submit the invoice until November 18th. This was round 2 of the delay from Blink. After we submitted the invoice from Blink to Charge Ready, our HOA made a payment on the chargers, and I was off on my trip to Taiwan. Just when I thought I could enjoy my time in Taiwan, I got an email on December 1st from SCE saying that the invoice still did not have model numbers that are on the approved list. Please advise us. The PO will need to have model numbers exactly as shown on the approved list, as well as a delivery date. My decades of sales experience told me what I had suspected in the beginning was correct. I forwarded this email to our Blink account manager, and he said, and again I quote, SCE just makes it hard. You are fine. I have done this many of times. At this point, I did not trust what he was telling me anymore, and I needed to put on my old sales executive hat and really push Blink to get it right. The holidays were coming up, and our December 22nd deadline was fast approaching. I had to light up some fire under our Blink account manager to have him stop being so careless. However, days went by and we still did not hear back from Blink. I asked our GM to call and remind Blink that our deadline was coming up. No response. This was round 3 of delays from Blink. On December 8th, our Blink account manager finally replied saying, we are changing our system to be able to do this for all SCE projects. Takes little time. I did not buy that one bit because you can definitely edit an invoice on the fly or create a temporary one for us to submit to Charge Ready, and they can reconcile the invoices in their system later. I sent Blink a reply from Taiwan asking him to get this done in the next week. Well, no response from our Blink account manager. This caused the 4th delay on this project from Blink. December 12th, the day after I came back from Taiwan, I was fighting jet lag and I dragged myself to the computer, firing off another email to our dear Blink account manager, asking when we can expect to receive another revised invoice showing the approved model numbers. I was getting uneasy at this point because the HOA had already paid Blink. If Blink sold us chargers that are not on SCE approved list, then we are so screwed, and I will bear consequences for pushing this project forward. I have a responsibility to make sure that all I's are dotted and all T's are crossed. That same day, our Blink account manager replied and said that it would be done by the end of day and sent over the revised invoice. Unfortunately, the model numbers still did not match up. I was not happy at this point and asked him to provide an invoice showing the exact model numbers listed on the Charge Ready list. He replied yet again, you are fine, it matches. Oh no, they don't. Don't play this you are fine game on me anymore because I know we are not fine from my years of sales experience. So I told him straight up, the last time SCE rejected it, you also told us you've done this many times before and we are fine. I am wary that it will be rejected again, causing further delay, making us not eligible for the rebate. Could you please revise the invoice to match SCE's part numbers exactly to avoid further rejections? I believe he got mad at me at that point because he replied to my message within 10 minutes. Without any words, but just an attachment of yet another revised invoice displaying Charge Ready's model numbers. See, I told you you can totally edit an invoice on the fly. As soon as we received this last revised invoice, we submitted it to Charge Ready. At this point, we were only 10 days away from losing our Charge Ready eligibility because of our Blink account manager's poor sales and customer support skills. It took him 5 weeks to give us a correct invoice. 5 weeks. What kind of salesperson does that? Finally, on December 23rd, SCE told us they have approved our order for the infrastructure upgrade. They noticed that 2 of the chargers we will be installing go up to 80 amps and wanted to let us know that SCE approved chargers are capped at 40 amps. Blink confirmed that it would not be a problem at all, and I didn't think it would be a problem either. Then on December 29th, we received our Blink chargers. They are now in our possession, waiting to be installed. I followed up with our SCE account manager, letting him know that we have received the chargers and that Blink has no problem capping them at 40 amps. SCE replied on January 4th that the project is currently moving along and is in the final design stage, and after that, the construction of the infrastructure will take place. Yes, but yes, there's always a but. I asked SCE how long it would take for them to come out and upgrade our infrastructure. They said that it's about a 6-month process to complete everything. That would include developing the design, getting the easement, securing the permits, completing the construction, and then getting the charging stations installed. After that, it takes about a month to get the incentive submitted, verify the equipment installation, and get the rebate issued. So while I am glad we are officially on SCE's project list, we are still far from being done. As I mentioned in previous episode, expect a long process with lots of frustrations. You have to be very careful in reading everything, making sure things are correct, and follow up with your vendor so you don't miss deadlines. So far, this project has taken us 1.5 years, and we have another 6 months to go. Hopefully, nothing else will go wrong from this point on, but I know that's just wishful thinking. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will be back with another update when things move along. See you in my next video, and God bless.